Look around. Most men today are soft, broke, and lost, lying to themselves about someday while wasting every day. And then the motivational garbage kicks in. Make 6 figures, drive a Ferrari, date multiple women. They call it success, but deep down, it's just noise. Be honest. Is it really working? Or are you still empty, still frustrated, still stuck? That's not by accident. You weren't made for this easy, lazy, dopamine-filled life. You were made to build, to lead, to carry weight like a man. Mindset 1. Reject comfort, embrace purpose. The comfort you cling to now will become the coffin you rot in later. The world tells you, take it easy, don't stress, do what makes you feel good. That advice? It's why you hit snooze, why you avoid hard conversations, why you waste time and call it rest. Comfort is a slow death. It numbs you, it weakens you. It convinces you that avoiding pain is the same as having peace. But here's the truth most men never face. God never promised you an easy life. He promised strength for the battle, wisdom for the decisions, and purpose in the pain. You weren't made to coast. You were made in the image of God, not to look like Him, but to live like Him. And Jesus showed us exactly how. He followed His Father. He obeyed, even when it hurt. He took care of everything God gave Him. That's not just purpose. That's stewardship. That's manhood. And here's the part most men forget. Your gifts, your skills, your talents, none of that is about you. You weren't given strength to show off. You were given strength to serve. What God put in you is for His purpose, not your ego. If you're not using what He gave you for Him, then you're wasting it. Your life isn't your own. You were bought with a price. So stop living like you're the boss of it. Stop praying for ease. Start praying for grit, for endurance. Because a real man doesn't chase what's easy. He steps into what's hard and does it anyway. Jesus didn't come to coast through life. He carried a cross, not a pillow. He walked straight into suffering because He knew His mission was bigger than His comfort. The man who refuses to carry his cross is already defeated. Because the road to greatness is paved with sacrifice, not feelings. You'll never find your purpose lying in bed. You'll find it when you stand up, kill comfort, and move like a man on a mission. Mindset 2. Master your flesh. If you can't control yourself, you'll be controlled by everything else. You think you're free? Look closer. You're ruled by your appetite, your phone, your urges, your emotions, whatever screams the loudest. That's not freedom. That's slavery dressed as freedom. The world says, follow your heart. Do what feels right, just be yourself. But your heart is a reckless compass. Your flesh doesn't care about your future. It only wants comfort now, even if it costs you everything later. Look at Jesus. He felt pain, sorrow, exhaustion, but He didn't let it derail Him. He carried the cross without complaint, without begging for pity. He didn't chase dopamine, He chased obedience. And He mastered His flesh to fulfill His mission. That's what godly strength looks like. Real men feel, but they don't get led by emotion. They don't chase validation. They don't let urges run the show. They suffer when they have to, but they move anyway. Because emotions are good servants, but terrible masters. Self-control isn't a side trait. It's the gate to spiritual authority. If you can't rule your private life, you're not fit to lead anything in public. If your flesh runs the show, don't expect your prayers to shake heaven. Discipline doesn't mean you're emotionless. It means your emotions kneel before your mission. It means you say no to what weakens you, because your soul is at war. Master your flesh, because if you don't own yourself, the devil always will. Mindset 3. Protect, provide, lead with courage. Most men today are passive. They watch life happen. They let their homes fall apart. They stay silent while the enemy speaks louder. Culture told you, sit down, be quiet, don't take charge, you might offend someone. And you listened. You handed over your role as protector, as provider, as the one who's supposed to lead with strength and truth. And now the enemy is raising your kids through screens. Your woman is carrying burdens you were built to carry. And you still think being nice is enough? Wake up. God didn't create you to be passive. He made you to be the first one in the fight, the last one to quit. To protect what matters. To provide with your hands, your heart, and your life. And to lead, not because you're perfect, but because you're called. Jesus didn't apologize for leading. He spoke with authority. He rebuked evil. He laid his life down like a warrior, not a doormat. That's the model, not some people-pleasing, emotionally neutered version of masculinity. Leadership is pressure, and if you're not carrying any, then you're not leading. When you don't step up, someone else will, and it won't be someone who fears God. If you don't protect them, the world will consume them. If you don't provide, desperation will. If you don't lead, your family will follow whoever shouts the loudest. You were built to be the wall between your family and hell. Being a man means taking hits no one sees, bearing weight no one thanks you for, and doing it anyway because it's your responsibility. Protect, provide, lead with courage, or get out of the way for the man who will. Mindset 4. Walk with God, not ego. You're not the king. You're not the source. You're not the reason you woke up today. But your ego wants you to believe you are. The world keeps feeding you this garbage. Be your own God. Trust yourself. You got this. And men eat it up until life crushes them under the weight of a crown they were never meant to wear. You weren't made to be worshipped. You were made to worship. You were made to walk in step with the one who made you. Jesus, the most powerful man to walk the earth, didn't move without the Father. He didn't flex for attention. He didn't make reckless moves for clout. He humbled himself, obeyed, listened, trusted. And yet we think we can lead our lives, our relationships, our purpose without God? That's not confidence, that's delusion. Because pride always comes before the fall. God said that, not a philosopher. And if you won't humble yourself, life will do it for you, with force. And your ego won't just destroy you, it'll wreck the people you love. A man who walks with ego becomes unstable. One insult can crush him, one failure can shatter him. But a man who walks with God, he's unshakable. Because his foundation isn't himself, it's truth. This isn't about acting religious. This is about knowing who's really in charge and living like it. You want real power? Then bow your pride, because you'll never walk in authority until you come under authority. Walk with God, not ego, or life will humble you the hard way. Mindset 5. Live like eternity is real. The world says, life is short, live in the moment, do whatever you want. And they're right, life is short, but they never tell you the other side. Eternity is long. You weren't made to chase quick highs. You were made to invest your life, because what you build now echoes forever. One day your body will break, your money won't matter, your name will fade, and everything you built for this world will mean nothing. And then what? You spend your life chasing success, and wake up to realize you traded your soul for dust. What good is it for a man to gain the whole world, but lose his soul? Jesus didn't die so you could be comfortable. He died to give you a mission that outlives this life. He didn't tell you to store up wealth on earth. He told you to store treasure in heaven. What you build in the flesh dies with you. What you build in the spirit lasts forever. If your goals end at the grave, you're already lost. Live like eternity is real, because it is, and time is running out. Mindset 6. Be set apart. If you're trying to fit in, you're already losing. Godly men don't blend in. They make people uncomfortable because truth always does. You were never meant to belong to this world, and the more you walk with God, the more this world will push you out. So stop chasing validation from people who hate righteousness. Stop watering yourself down to keep sinners comfortable. You weren't called to be accepted. You were called to be set apart. That means saying no to things everyone else says yes to. That means losing fake friends, being misunderstood, feeling alone. Good, that's part of the cost. Holiness won't win you followers, but it will keep your soul intact. If the world loves everything about your life, you're doing it wrong. So let them talk. Let them roll their eyes. You weren't made to fit in. You were made to stand firm. Be set apart. You weren't made to fit in. You were made to lead, to carry weight, to walk with God, no matter the cost. If this hit you, show some love. Like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time.